Hello, my lovely Aries. How are you? How are you really? So, before I go into you guys' reading, the energy that I feel for you all is the energy of kind of keeping yourself busy and the sadness, the sorrow, the disappointment. It's like it's there, and when it creeps up, it's just kind of like, I gotta get out of this energy, okay? So you could be like shopping more, spending more time with friends and family, or working more, or just finding yourself doing like really random things, okay, to kind of shake off the negative energy, okay? So, yeah, that's what I have for you guys so far, okay? Something that has happened in the past that, to this day it still kind of bothers you a little bit, but it's like, you know how you feel, and you know that it's okay that you feel like that, but it's kind of like you've got to the point where it's like, all right, I've been feeling like this for a while, so let's find a way to fix this, so let's find a way to make sure we're not remaining in this energy, okay? So I'm going to see what we have for you guys in this reading, okay? I pray that this reading gives you guys insight on your situation and help you to really make peace with what all is going on around you, okay? It sounds like it feels like you guys are pretty much finding ways to keep yourself happy, finding ways to get back to yourself. You may have went through a point in time to where, things are pretty challenging, and you probably lost yourself in the process or lost a lot of hope. And it's like, you went through the grieving process, and now it's like, it's time to celebrate, or it's time to get back happy, or it's time to get back to myself. It's time to get back to who I am at heart, that it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be mad, but for that emotion to take over my whole entire life, no, okay? So far for you guys, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, okay? We also have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So this is kind of the energy, Aries, of kind of being a little bit distracted, okay? Or you may have went through a point of time to where you weren't focusing on what it was that you wanted to do, or you weren't focusing on the things that you deem as valuable, okay? So you may have lost yourself at one point in time, Aries, and it's like now you're getting back in the swing of things, okay? You may have been slacking off at work, or not diving into your passions as much, but it's like now, it's like gang mode. Like, I'm ready to get back in the swing of things. I'm ready to get back to myself, okay? Which is really good. Alright, what else do we have for Aries? Okay? And for some of y'all, you could actually still be in that energy of kind of slacking on your goals a little bit, or slacking on, your dreams, okay, things of that nature, not really showing up for work how you need to, okay, because something could be distracting you off your course, okay. These are to my Aries who, if you're still in this little fog, okay, maybe something happened where it's kind of throwing you off your game a little bit, okay. We got this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and this Eight of Pentacles also in reverse, okay. So it's kind of like a distracted energy. For some of you, you're coming out of that, and for some of you, you are in that, and you're trying to get out of it, okay. So what else do we have for Aries, okay? What else do we have for our lovely Aries? I hope y'all can see me pretty good. It's kind of later in the day. I normally use the sunlight from the window that I'm in front of, but I closed my curtains because my neighbors are in the backyard to where they will be able to see me. So, yeah. I wouldn't say I'm antisocial, but I do try my hardest to avoid people. Yeah, I'm working on that, okay? Working on it. But yeah, and it's crazy that I just said that, because I actually used to be really social, Aries. Okay, and you know what? Honestly, y'all may have used to be social. Look, y'all may have used to have been social. Okay, but maybe something happened. I know something happened to me where numerous of times actually. But you know, I've encountered circumstances that and situations that kind of made me like not as social and not as ready to meet people and things of that nature, okay? So, I don't know, Aries, maybe some of y'all have been through the same things where maybe you used to be social or go out a lot. You may have experienced like a bad experience, or it's like now, you know, you're trying to find your way back to how you used to be, okay? Alright, what do we have for Aries? Y'all's cards are kind of taking a little minute here, okay? Aries, are we procrastinating, okay, about getting back to routine? Are we procrastinating about getting back to who we used to be or how we used to be, okay? Is there a fear about going back to how we used to be, okay? Or if you used to be like an extrovert, okay, now you're an introvert, and it's like you want to go back to that, but it's like you have your fears and maybe whatever happened to you will happen again, okay? It's just a lot of hesitancy, okay? Like we're wanting to go back, we're wanting to, you know, find our happiness again, our peace again, but seems to be like a little delay, Aries, okay? What do we have for Aries? Y'all, it is so hot. I got the heat on 82, because like, I think I'm anemic. I really do. I get really cold sometimes. My daughters, they hate it, but you know, here's what it is. Okay. We also have the Temperance card, okay. Alright, so overall, Aries, I see that you do have hope in this situation, okay. You may have went through something very challenging, okay, but I do see that you're trying your hardest to remain strong, keep going, keep the hope, keep the faith, and just tell yourself that it'll get better, you'll get happy again, things will be alright, okay? What else do we have for Aries? Y'all's cards are taking quite a while, okay? This is like 8 minutes as we just shuffled. Alright, so we have the 8 of Swords. And we also have the 4 of Cups, Aries. Alright, so Aries, for some of you, you have a new opportunity in front of you, okay? You have an opportunity to be more social, an opportunity to get back to how things used to be, okay? But it's kind of like, well, I remember the last time that I tried to do this, it didn't work out, okay? You see her face? It's like she's looking at all the past times that these cups were not satisfying, okay? So for some of you, Aries, you may have cups represent, because cups represent love, okay? You may have been in like a relationship or marriage where it wasn't enough, okay? Maybe you were putting in more than another person, or maybe you dedicated more than another person. It just wasn't enough for you, okay? And with this being 3 cups, okay, beside her, you know, it could have very well been, Aries, that you may have given a person numerous of times, okay? And it's like you've gotten to the point where it's just like you're not even focusing on that anymore, okay? And it's like you want to, okay? It's like you're trying to hold yourself together, okay? But it's like with this 8 of Swords, it's like you're overthinking it, okay? Because it's like, I remember the last time I trusted this person, and this happened. Actually, it happened more than once, okay? Because it really looks like, Aries, y'all may have given y'all's trust, or y'all tried something more than once, and it just didn't work out well, you know? But there is a new opportunity in here, but you're not seeing the opportunity for what it really is because of these many thoughts, these many worries, anxieties, fears. But honestly, Aries, it looks like you have a reason for your fears, okay? Because, you know, look at the other cups right here, you know? But, Aries, what I see here, this is a whole nother cup. This is a whole nother opportunity. And actually, this one is full. These were not, okay? So Aries, if you were in a relationship or marriage that was just not serving your highest good, you didn't get that much from it, you didn't feel like you were loved enough, cared for enough, or shown enough attention, it actually looks like you have an offer that would be enough. But right now, you're not seeing it as it is clearly, because you're just remembering the other past times that this was not legit. Now, I don't know if this is a new person, Aries, or if this is the same person from your past who's coming back because they learned their lesson and they're trying to offer you like reconciliation or apology or things of that nature, okay? But Aries, with this temperance card, this means like you're basically holding it together. So it's like you're trying not to go into this, but it lets me know that you have feelings, you have love, okay? If we're talking about love and relationships, okay, or marriage, you have feelings for this person. And it actually looks like you want that. You have a lot of desire, but you may have stopped dedicating your time and energy to this and stopped nurturing it, okay? Because of the past experiences. There's other times where it just was not enough, okay? Or if we're talking about money, okay, it looks like for some of you Aries, you may have been on a job or on a career path that it just, maybe it started out exciting, but after a while you may have noticed that you weren't getting paid enough or acknowledged enough, or like you weren't being promoted how you wanted to or going up in rank how you wanted to. And for some of you Aries, you may have stopped caring, and for you other ones, you may have actually plumb walked away from this offer, you know, because you feel like it wasn't enough. And it's like now you have another opportunity. I don't know if it's the same opportunity or if it's a different opportunity, but you're not really accepting it right now, Aries, because you're actually looking at it as the past times of it not being enough, okay? So I'm going to pull some more cards here, okay? But with this temperance card, Aries, it's like you're holding yourself back from this, okay? So you're not nurturing this, you're not caring, you're holding yourself back. You may actually not be in contact with this person, okay? You may block this person, things of that nature, because of how it just wasn't enough at first, okay? But with this temperance card, Aries, it's letting me know you do have feelings for this person, or you have love for this person, okay? But it's just like, my love for this person is not enough, you know? Like, I can love you, but you know, do you love me in return? You know, because, you know, you want it to be an equal give and take, Aries, but it may not have been before, okay? And it really looks like you gave this person chance after chance, you know, but, okay? You may have saw the hope in this, okay? And for some of you Aries, you may be still in a relationship or marriage, but it's like you may be holding back for the meanwhile, okay, or kind of observing your partner to see if they would actually step up to the plate and offer you what it is that you're looking for, okay? So like if your partner struggles with showing you enough attention, okay, for some of you Aries, if you haven't already actually walked away or cut this person off or stopped talking to them, you could still be in contact with them, but you're kind of more distant into yourself, because it's like this temperance card is like you're trying to hold it together because you really love this person, you really want this person, but it's just like you don't trust them, you don't believe them, or you don't feel like, it's almost as if this person has apologized, they may have apologized a lot of times, and it's like you're just thinking to yourself, like, you said that the last time, okay? The last time, whenever you was out late, didn't call something, you said you apologized and you came back and you did the same thing. That type of stuff, okay? And it's like, you're just seeing it for what it used to be, or you're seeing this person for how they used to be, okay? So for some of you Aries, you could very well be holding a grudge, okay? But I wouldn't even say a grudge. It's just you remember how this person did you, or you remember the many times that this person has apologized, okay? Or on your job, if your boss is like, yeah, I'm going to give you that promotion, they just never do. So it's just like, you know, you may have just stopped putting in all your dedication, okay? For some, you may even start showing up late. You're just not caring anymore, okay? But with this temperance card, it's just like there's a part of you that's still hoping that you will end up getting this promotion, Okay, in a relationship and marriage, you may be not putting in that much effort anymore because of how things have been leading up to now. But with the Temperance card, it's like you still low-key have hope. So it's like pushing a person away because it's like, no, you apologized before, but it's like low-key still sticking around because you still pray that this person is genuine this go around, you know? It's like you want to trust this person, you want to love this person, to be with them, or you want this job, you want this promotion, but right now, Aries, you could be showing that you just don't care. And it's not because you're trying to put up a fake image. It's just because, one, your feelings are hurt. Because honestly, you may feel like you've been lied to or let down and disappointed many times, you know. And you have this new opportunity or new beginning or maybe an apology or that promotion that you want. And it's just like, I don't know if I can trust it. Like right now, I look at it as the many other times that it was supposed to be legit and it just wasn't, you know. So it's like I'm done, but I still have hope, okay? Or I've walked away, but I'm still kind of seeing if I should go back or not, okay? So it's like you done, but you're not really done, okay? It's done, but it's not finished, okay? So what else do we have for Aries, okay? For some of you Aries, I don't know why I'm getting it, but you may actually be pretending that you're done just to see what this person will do, okay? Because, you know, something I've learned is when a person is on the brink of losing you, some of them actually do end up getting it together, okay, Aries? So for some of you, I kind of do see you using that tactic, like, you know, I'm gonna just get away from this person for a while or slow down my communication, and once they get the memo, hopefully they can come to me correctly, okay? Because with this Temperance card, it's like you're actually praying that this is genuine. You're praying that things will get back on track, okay? But in the physical realm, you might look like you're done, okay? But it's all because of how you're viewing it, Aries, you know? For the many other times that you were disappointed, you know. And like I said in the beginning about, you know, just wanting to go back to how you used to be. For some of you Aries, you may want your relationship or marriage to go back to how it used to be, okay? And that may be why this Temperance card, you know, it's like you're done or you're not invested that much, but you still have that hope that like maybe one thing will get back to how they used to be, you know. And for some of you, it's like you're trying to shake how you see this person. You're trying to shake the past. You're trying to get rid of the grudges. You're trying to stop being angry with this person because you love them dearly and you want this to work. But it's just like, how can I see you with a brand new pair of eyes? You know, or if like you're in a relationship or married with somebody and like they cheated or something, for instance, and they apologize for it and now they're back, it's just like, I love you dearly and I want this to work. I want you, but how can I shake this, okay? Just like Pisces readings, their reading was about how can I shake this. That's literally the name of theirs, you know. And it's like Aries, the same thing with you. Like, I want this job back, I want this business still, but like, how can I shake the bad experiences? How can I trust this? How can I let this opportunity in? Or how can I let this person back into my life, okay? How can I get on a clean slate with this person? Like, how can I forget what I know, you know, or the bad times, the bad memories, you know? It's like, for some of you Aries, you are trying your hardest to get rid of the past because you actually do want this, okay? But it's like, you know, it's just really complicated because you really want this, but you have bad experience on it, but you have faith, you still have hope, you still want it to work out, you still want to get that promotion, you still want to be with this person, but it's just like, should I invest again? Should I get my hopes up again, you know? Should I nurture this again? Or should I go back to my job? Or should I get back in this relationship or marriage? Or should I forgive this person? Because the last time I did, I was disappointed again, okay? So Aries, this actually sounds like multiple disappointments, like back to back, okay? This doesn't sound like, okay, somebody messed up and they apologized. It actually sounds like something happened repeatedly and the person kept apologizing, or your boss kept promising you something multiple times and it just didn't come alive. And it's like you kind of threw the towel in, not fully though, okay? But it's like you kind of got tired and threw the towel in, you know, but you still have the hope, faith, and desire. But it's just like with this opportunity here, you know, you just can't help but to see it for what it used to be, Aries, you know. But I do see that y'all want to forgive. Y'all want to, you know, you want to go back. You want this to work, you know. But you're trying your hardest to shake it. For some of you, it's like you're trying your hardest to forgive somebody. And it's like, honestly, the hardest thing ever, especially like if somebody like broke your heart or something. Honestly, I'm still learning how to fully forgive, you know, because that's just something that the schools don't teach us. You know, we can move to a different state, change our hair, wear different clothes, go to church, listen to music, meditate. But if we don't know how to fully forgive, all of that is useless, you know. And I'm just now learning that for myself, you know. We don't know how to fully forgive. That means that each time we've ever been hurt or angered or disappointed, it's still inside of us, you know. Okay, Aries, so this card came out of nowhere, this Page of Wands, okay? So, Aries, you really want this, okay? You really want to take a leap forward towards this, okay? You really just want to just kind of be risky and bold and just say, look, I forgive you, I love you, let's make this work. Or on this job, it's just like, you know, forget the past, you know. But it's like your blockage literally is the past, you know. And it's like you want to forgive. You want to so badly forgive this person. I know you do. It's like you're trying to see the best in this situation, you know. And you're trying to shake this energy. This energy of only looking at the past, only looking at the bad, okay? You're trying your hardest to shake it, you know, because you want this, Aries. You want this happiness with this person. You want for things to go back to normal. You want to get this job back or, you know, accept this promotion. You want to. But it's almost as if, Aries, you're in your own way a little bit, you know? And you're not alone here. Honestly, we've all been through it before, and if we haven't, I'm sure it's to come, to where, you know, things don't go right, and it's an opportunity that comes around for it to go right, but it's like we kind of are hesitant, you know, like I was mentioning about y'all's cards earlier. It's just very hesitant and procrastinating about taking this offer, because it's just like the other times that I accepted this offer, it just wasn't good enough, or it just didn't play out well, you know. So it's like you want to so badly take this risk or this chance on this job or this promotion or this business deal. For some of you, you could be actually invested in a stock, and you thought a lot of times that it was going to skyrocket, but it actually plummeted down, okay? And so, like, you want to so badly take a risk and jump back into this, but it's just like, well, what about the other times that this didn't go out right? You know, or what about the other times, you know, that this stock market went down? Or the other times when this person cheated, apologized, cheated, apologized, cheated, apologized, or lied, apologized, lied, apologized. Like, what about all those times? You know, because I'm not just trying to jump back into something that, you know, just proved to not be enough in the past, or proved to have me in this energy, okay? For some of you, Aries, you don't want to go back to this job or to this person because it took you a while, and it's still probably taking you a while to get out of this energy. And it's like, I'm not about to go back to this, okay? If this person left you confused and just lost and just for this, like, apathetic and just depressed, it's just like, why should I let you back in my life? You know, why should I let you back? Because you've hurt me many times. You've disappointed me a lot of times. So why should I let you back? Because I'm just now shaking this energy. I'm just now finding my happy place again, or let alone my peace, you know, or either I'm getting ready to, I'm working on finding my peace. So how can I maintain this peace and happiness or reach that if I go back to this job or this person, you know, or if I invest back into this stock, you know? Like, how can I shake this grudge or the pain of the past or the disappointments if I jump back into this and all it does is just trigger and open the wound back all over again, you know? So I'm going to see what else we have here, okay? Yep, with this Five of Pentacles in reverse, okay? It's like you're trying to avoid how this person made you feel. You're trying to avoid how your boss made you feel. Honestly, Aries, this person, whoever it is, they hurt you really bad and left you in a very bad space with yourself. Okay? And it looks like it hasn't numerous of times. So it's just like, I want to so badly go back, okay? Because that's my desire. But it's almost as if, Aries, you're kind of doing like a mind over heart decision. Because it's just like, I want this job. I desire this person. I want this person. I love this person. I want to take this new leap forward. I want to be happy with this person. I want my marriage and relationship back on track. But how on earth am I going to forgive this person? Okay? Or how on earth am I going to look at this person or this job with a fresh pair of eyes, you know? Or, you know, for some of you other Aries, it's just like, I got my heart broken, or I was left in a very desperate and very conflicted space with myself, and I'm just now getting to my happy place, you know? I'm just not getting to my happy place. I'm working on getting to my happy place. So what would happen if I go back, you know? For some of you Aries, it's like you just don't want to get lost again, or you just don't want to go back to this miserable state again. You know, it's like you love this person dearly, you want to forgive them, you want to take the new leap forward, but I'm not trying to go back to that headspace. It's like I'm trying so hard to go back to me. I'm trying my hardest to find my happiness again, but it's like I would love to go back to this person or this job, but you know, I'm just not trying to go back to that headspace again. You know, I don't like how my boss or how this person or my family member, I don't like how they left me feeling. Okay? For some of you Aries, you literally had to pick yourself up off the ground after this situation. Okay? But for some of you other Aries, you may have felt neglected by this person. Okay? That's what the Five of Pentacles is about. You know, feeling neglected or abandoned, like you missed out on something. Okay? And it's like you're just trying to avoid a disaster again, basically. Okay? But Aries, I have to admit, and I have to keep it real with y'all, okay? 3 of those cups, they are empty, but look at this new cup that's being handed to her, okay? Look at the new cup. It's filled with something. It's filled with substance, okay? And Aries, I know how you feel, okay? But what if this go round it is different? Okay? So I'm gonna pull some more cards, okay? But Aries, I hear you, I get you, I feel you, okay? It's just you really went through a lot with this person on this job or with your friends and your family dynamic, and it's like you're just now getting to, or you're working towards getting to your happy place again, or finding your inner peace. And it's like, in your mind, it's like, I'd be doggone if I go back and get destroyed all over again. I would love to go back, but if that means I have to go through this another time, no thank you, okay? I'll eat by myself, okay? But, you know, Aries, it's just, you know, it's really hard, you know, because with your Aries, if this love, you know, relationship or marriage, it looks like you really love this person and you really wanted something desperately with this person, but it just may not have turned out how you wanted it to a lot of times, you know. And this person, they may be coming back, and it's just like, you know, for some of you Aries, it's almost like as soon as you see this person, you just have flashbacks of the arguing, or it feels like a physical, abusive relationship. Every time you see this person, you might be thinking about that. Or if it was verbal abuse, you may be thinking about that. Every time you see this person, it's just, you know, like you don't see this person as a person. Honestly, Aries, you may see this person as just the things that you went through with them, okay? And I know exactly where you're coming from with that, okay? Because I'm still working on that myself, you know? It's just like, how do you fully forgive? How do you fully move on? How do you fully let go of those bad memories, you know? None of us have been taught this, you know? So we're all going through life trying our hardest to cope and move on and progress in life, but it's just like all that we do to move on, it is absolutely pointless if we do not know how to fully forgive, you know. What's the use in meditation, the use of going to church, or the use of getting baptized, or the use of like an exorcism or something, if we don't know how to let go? You know, what's the point? You know? And Aries, for some of you, it's look like, honestly, for some of you, you could be praying for God to show you how to forgive this person, okay? Because for some of you, it's like you really do want to go back. It's like you really do, but you have this fear, you know. It's almost as if your fear is overpowering your desire to go back, because it's like the thought of going back, it just has you absolutely terrified, Aries. And it's just like, I'm not going back to that place, okay? This person may have left you in a very dark hole that you pretty much have to pull yourself out of, or you're working on pulling yourself out of, and it's just like, I am not going back to that dark place. I will not let this person take me back there, okay? But my question is, Aries, what if they won't, okay? And what if this opportunity is different than the next? What if this apology is real compared to the other ones, okay? But it's like you'll never really know, you know, unless you actually try it out again. But I don't really see y'all actually just up and just like, oh, okay, I forgive you, because you know what you've been through with this person. You know, and actually not only do you know what you've been through with this person, but you actually remind yourself of it pretty frequently, okay? You remind yourself of that. Honestly, you may remind yourself of that so much so that you can keep yourself in check, okay? Because this Temperance card, once again, Aries, it's all about trying our hardest to maintain, okay? Temperance is like just holding our composure, okay? So Aries, in a way, it's almost as if you feel like you have to hold a grudge against this person. You feel like you have to remind yourself of the hurt and the anger and the agony that this person put you through, just so you cannot reach back out to them, or just so that you don't overinvest anymore. It's like you have to continuously remind yourself of the pain so that you don't get burnt again. You know, it's kind of like if we get burnt on the stove, you know, once we touch it, it's like we remind ourselves so that the next time we see a stove like that, we remind ourselves, okay, if I touch that, it's hot. So it's like, Aries, you're trying to do that same thing here. It's like you're trying your hardest to avoid this person or not put that much effort into this, because you remember how it was the last time, you know. So it's like you're basically trying to train yourself how to be done, or trying to train yourself how to develop these new habits, which is moving on, being more distant, not really investing in much. It's like you're literally trying to talk yourself out of how you truly feel. How you truly feel, Aries, is that you want to actually embrace this, okay? Because the Temperance, once again, is about holding yourself together. So right now you're not investing, okay? Right now you've pulled back. Right now you have withdrawn, because you're trying to hold your composure of how you truly feel, which is that you actually still love this person, you still care, you still want this. But what stops you from going back into this person, or going back with this person, or this connection, or on this job, or in this business, or in this stock market, what's stopping you is this fear, or the past disappointment, you know? So it's almost as if, in a way, you're reminding yourselves of the disappointments and failures so that you can save yourself another headache, okay? Literally. Trying to save yourself another headache, okay? Some of y'all could have been dealing with migraines during that time, okay? Or maybe a lot of headaches, okay? Because I know stress, it does cause, like, high blood pressure. It can cause, like, migraines, headaches, things of that nature, okay? So you may have really went through it with this person, Aries, on this job, whatever the situation was. I see that you went through a lot, and you're reminding yourself of that to protect yourself. But it's just like, Aries, the same way you're protecting yourself from this person, it's like in the same way you're kind of driving yourself crazy, you know, because with all of these thoughts, okay, all these fears, all these anxieties and worries, Aries, you're low-key stressing yourself out, trying to pile in all these negative memories, trying to pile in there all of these worries, thoughts, anxieties, the fears, the past, trying to pile all of that into your mind, Aries, look at what it's doing to you, okay? So it's like you want to be happy, you want to move on, you want to be at peace, but it's like another half of you is purposely holding on to this past so that you can stop yourself from going back, because you know you love this person, and if you were to fully forgive them and let go of the past, you know that you would probably, or you feel like you would probably just go back, because it looks like you actually did go back multiple times, okay, with these 3 of cups that are empty that I was telling y'all about, okay? So you may have forgiven this person a lot of times and you went back, so it's like now you're telling yourself, I'm not going to forgive this person, I'm going to stay angry because this is the only way I'm going to stay away from them, okay? And I know exactly where you're coming from, Aries, okay? None of us have been taught the proper way of forgiving and healing and moving forward, and honestly, Aries, for some of you, you may love this person so much that you have to stay angry at them, and you feel like you have to stay angry at them just so you can stay away from them. It's like that's how powerful your love for this person is. It's like the only thing that will keep you from them is your anger. Okay? But, once again, that anger, Aries, look at what it's doing to you. Those bad memories that you're trying to hold on to so that you don't go back, those painful experiences you're trying to, put on replay so that you don't make a wrong move again, is eating away at you, Aries. Okay? So, my question, Aries, if you were to forgive this person, do you not feel like you will be able to forgive them and still move forward? Okay? To you, does forgiving them mean that you feel like you have to go back? Okay? Is that your definition of forgiveness? Where I forgive you and I accept you? Okay? Because something I've learned, Aries, forgiving a person does not mean that what they did was right. Forgiving them does not mean that you have to go back. But honestly, Aries, it looks like you do want to go back. Okay? It really does look like you want to go back. And I can tell it by this Temperance card. You're trying to hold yourself together. You're trying to keep pushing forward. You're trying to forget about this person. Okay? But those memories that you're reminding yourself of so that you can, stay loyal to the commitment that you made to yourself and the vow that you made to yourself to never allow this person to hurt you again, is it helping you, Aries, or is it hurting you? Honestly, it might be helping and hurting you, okay? Because it's helping you to stay away from this person who's causing you pain, or it's helping you to kind of fall back if you were putting in too much, okay? But it's also hurting you, Aries, because you keep reminding yourself of each time this person yielded you. You keep reminding yourself of each time this person lied to you. You keep reminding yourself each time this person cheated. You keep reminding yourself of that, so that it's almost as if you feel like you have to keep feeding your anger so that it can grow so big and strong to where it acts kind of as like a barrier for your love for this person. It's like your anger is the barrier. Your heart is right here, and you got your anger, and you're just steadily piling it up so that you can protect this person from getting back inside your heart. But Aries, if you have to do all of that to stay away from a person, they're already in your heart. Okay? If you feel like you absolutely have to stay angry just so that you don't crumble and fall back into this person's arms, that means you love them, Aries. They're already in your heart space. For some of you, you actually could be angry at yourself for still loving this person. It's like, I see that it wasn't no good. It's just like, why do I still low-key desire this person? Why do I still care? Because it's normal, Aries. I had to face that truth myself. Like, just because somebody, did us dirty or whatnot, that doesn't mean that our love for them erases. We can forgive a person and actually be angry at them too, but we cannot erase our love for them, So for some of you Aries, who if you did walk away from somebody because they hurt you repeatedly, and you're kind of angry at yourself for loving them, or you're kind of, irritated that you still love them, like, I would just say, like, don't feel upset about that, because your love for this person was real in the beginning. If it was real in the beginning, it's going to continue to be real, but that does not mean that you have to go back. It's okay for that love to still be there. It's okay for you to still care for this person, Aries. That doesn't eliminate the fact of the pain that they caused you. It doesn't eliminate the fact that what they did was wrong. It just means that you still love them, you still care. But I'm saying that you're holding it back. You may be holding it back from them, which I understand, but if you're trying to hold that back from yourself, Aries, okay, it's one thing for us to lie to other people, but if we're lying to ourselves, Aries, okay, telling ourselves we don't care, and it is what it is, we don't want to go back to this person, like, do you really feel like that, Aries? Or are you saying that to yourself so that you don't go back? Okay? Do you really not care, or are you telling yourself that so you can kind of like persuade yourself not to care anymore? Okay? Because there are two big differences. And I understand where you're coming from, Aries. I went through the same exact thing, but I've got to the point to where I'm allowing myself to be real with myself. I don't fight against how I feel. I could be angry at the person, but if I still feel that love, or if I still think about them, like, I don't get angry at myself for thinking about people anymore. I don't get angry at myself for still caring or for still loving people. I don't get angry because I know that my love for them was real in the beginning. And because my love for them was real in the beginning, it's going to always be real. Now, does that mean I have to deal with these people? Absolutely not. That's just a truth that I have to confess, so that I don't have to keep trying to beat myself up over it or get angry with myself for still caring. Nothing's wrong with us still caring. But whether we go back or not, that's up to us, But Aries, what I'm saying here is that you may actually be feeding anger into yourself, or constantly reminding yourself of the disappointments, because you want to have a reason to not go back. You're trying to remind yourself of why you should not go back. And you're fighting against your urge, which I understand, I understand and I get it. And I know why you're doing that, because you know that this person left you in a very bad space. And you are doing everything in your power to make sure you don't give that another opportunity to happen again. Okay? So it's kind of like, in a way, you're kind of giving yourself like tough pep talks about this person. Like anytime the soft version of you or the feminine version of you kicks in, like, I kind of miss that person. It's like the masculine side of you that's disciplined and trying to get you to stop thinking about that person. It's like, well, he cheated, or she lied, she left me for somebody else, or he did this, he did that. It's like you feed yourself poison, like literally, Aries. You are feeding yourself poison so that you can stay away from this person, or so that you can get rid of your love for this person. Okay? But, Aries, how much longer do you think you'll be able to do that? And how much more damage do you think that's going to cause to your mental health? Okay? If you're constantly reminding yourself of the bad experiences, constantly reminding yourself of everything, okay? But you're doing it on purpose, for a purpose. And the purpose is so that you don't go back, so that you don't crumble. Okay? It's almost as if you're using this grudge as a way of stopping you from expressing your love, or from going back, or for being naive, or for falling for this person again. Because you know yourself. You know you still care. You know you still love this person. You know you still want to go back. And it looks like you actually have that opportunity for this promotion, or this job, or this business deal, the stock market, or to be back with this person. It looks like you have that opportunity, but it's almost as if you're forcing yourself to see it in a very distorted image. And what I mean by distorted image is you're forcing yourself to see it for what it used to be. You refuse to see this as what it is now, because in the past you tried to be optimistic. In the past you tried to be optimistic. In the past you tried to see the goods in it. In the past, you tried to be forgiven. In the past, you tried. In the past, in the past, in the past. So it's like, you know, when you forgave this person, it's like it hurt you each time, or you got disappointed each time. So it's like you vowed to yourself never to forgive this person, and you vowed to never let yourself fall for this again. You know? And I'm with you, Aries. I know exactly where you're coming from. I get it, okay? I get it. And what you're doing, you know, it kind of makes sense. Because, I mean, I myself, once again, I'm very guilty of doing this myself, you know. But something I've learned which allowed me to stop doing this is that, you know, sometimes we really think we're doing something to the other person by holding a grudge, like, oh, I'm not gonna forgive you. Like, that's not hurting them. You know, that's not hurting them. Each time we think about when this person hurt us, that is not hurting them. They don't feel that. We get punished for that. We feel the mental agony and exhaustion from that. Okay, that eats away at our mental health, not theirs. You know, so it's just like, you know, Aries, I understand why you're doing that though. You know, it's like you're trying to remind yourself of the red flags, you know, so that you can see it for what it really was. Because it's almost as if in the past you may have, you know, I don't know, maybe in the past you idealized this person, or you saw them as perfect, or you thought that it would never happen again, or, you know, you forgave them to where it was a clean slate, you know. But it's like now you are trying your absolute best to remind yourself. And I understand where you're coming from, Aries. I understand where you're coming from, okay? Because that's what's helping you to, for some of you, that could be what's helping you to say no to this person, and that's what's helping you to set boundaries, you know, your anger, you know. So you could be using your anger in a productive way, but it kind of looks like it has like a bad side effect to it. Okay, so this anger and these bad memories, it's allowing you to, you know, be firm with this person, but it's also causing you a lot of stress. Okay, and it's like for some of you, you're trying to shake that stress, but how can you shake that stress, Aries, if you're constantly reminding yourself what this person did so you can stay away from them? Okay, if you want this stress to go away, you'll have to get rid of, you know, reminding yourself of the bad times, you know, but you're reminding yourself of the bad times so you can stay away. So you'll have to pick what's more important, Aries, okay? What's more important here, your mental health and you forgiving this person and being happy again, or you remaining angry, okay, and reminding yourself still of the painful experiences so that you can stay away from this person, okay? Because let's say, for instance, Aries, if you do stop reminding yourself of these things and you get back happy again, you know, in that case, that's when discipline would have to kick in, you know. It's like you'll be happy, you know, with the Temperance card, it's like you will no longer be holding yourself back, you know, but that's actually good in a way, Aries, you know, but, you know, you can allow yourself to be free, but still kind of have those boundaries in place. Whenever you're ready to let go of this anger as a way to stop yourself from going back and instead allow yourself to be happy and just still have those boundaries in place, whenever you're ready to let go of that anger, Aries, okay, that will really help you, okay? The stress that you're causing yourself to stay away from this person, you know, I understand completely where you're coming from. I know why you're holding that grudge, you know. It's like a constant reminder as to why you should not go back, you know. But when you feel confident enough in yourself to know that it's okay to let go of this anger and I can still have my boundaries in place, you know, whenever you're ready to let go of that anger, Aries, it will really help you a lot, you know. And because I understand exactly where you're coming from, okay? But this method of staying away from this person, the method that you're using, it's only hurting you, Aries. It's causing you to lose your happiness. It's causing you to sit in this energy of disappointment and unsatisfaction. Okay? So it's kind of like, actually, I took a break in the middle of y'all's reading so that I could go get my clothes out the dryer. But I actually can relate to this reading, and I looked myself in the mirror and I told myself, I'm okay without my anger. My anger, it got me this far. My anger allowed me to say no. My anger allowed me to set boundaries in place. My anger allowed me to stop talking to certain people, And I actually told my anger, thank you. I was like, thank you, anger, because you swooped in when you saw that I was being mistreated. You swooped in whenever you saw that I deserved better in the times that I did not know that or see that for myself, let alone have the fight in me myself naturally to know that I deserve better and to fight to have better. But I actually caught myself thanking my anger. I'm like, thank you for getting me this far, but I think I got it from here. You helped me to set down boundaries, but now I get it. I can be free and happy now and still know that I am worthy of the best treatment there is from the people around me. I am okay with saying no, although I'm still happy. I'm okay with setting down boundaries, although I'm still happy. I don't have to be angry anymore. I don't have to look to the past anymore to tell myself, or to let myself know if something is good for me or not. I don't have to be in this energy anymore. I can be at peace with myself and still know if something's meant for me or not. I don't have to hold that grudge anymore. Because once again, Aries, I know exactly why you're holding on to the past, why you're holding on to this anger. It's actually allowing you to stay angry to where you don't communicate as much with this person, or so you don't reach out, or so you don't, crumble. But when you find yourself so used to this pattern, after a while you won't need that anger anymore. You don't have to rely on those past bad memories anymore. And instead you can just be able to rely on your own ability to set boundaries and to say no when you have to, But that's just whenever you're ready, Aries. Okay? Because I see what you're doing with your anger. I see what you're doing with these past memories. It's actually helping you, And it's like you're relying on your anger to get you through this situation. I completely understand. I've done it myself, But whenever you're ready, Aries, when you feel like you can set boundaries and say no and know that you deserve more and demand more without your anger, whenever you're ready to do that on your own, that's whenever you will allow yourself to finally be happy, to finally go back to being yourself, to finally go back to being who you once were. You can be happy and still say no. You can be happy and forgive this person and still set boundaries. You can be happy and let go of those grudges and still know if something's right for you or not, or know if you should get back into something or not. You don't have to hold on to this pain or this hurt or this anger anymore, Aries. And I'm just not realizing that myself, but whenever we're not taught how to forgive, these are the types of things that we find ourselves doing, but like I said, I just got done talking to myself in the mirror, and I was telling my anger, like, thank you, because you showed up for me. You allowed me to say enough, but now I think I got it. I think I can do it on my own now. I'm a big girl now, okay? Anger, I understand where you're coming from. You're trying to protect me, but I think I got it from here. I think I'm okay with saying no, although I'm back happy, although I'm back in my peace. I'm not angry, not holding grudges. I think I'm in the right mindset to know when and when not I should put myself in a circumstance or not, or in the same situation or not. I no longer have to rely on my anger. I no longer have to rely on these past memories. All I have to do is rely on myself. If something doesn't feel right to get into, I just won't. It won't be because I'm angry. It won't be because I'm thinking about the past. Just how does it feel to me right now? You know? Because here's the thing, Aries. Maybe in the past these were, bad opportunities and things that just didn't go sour. But what if it's different this time? But you're not able to see it clearly this time with this current, the way it is now, because you're still carrying with you that past energy, the past mindset, and the past anger, and the past situations playing in your mind. So it's like, in a way here, you're tying your own hands. It's literally a mental prison, So whether you want to move forward and be happy and go back to yourself or not, or if you want to take this opportunity, it's going to require letting go, And, it's like as if you would have to really, you would have to realize that you're holding on, Aries, to your anger, to these grudges. You would have to first realize that, and also realize why you're holding on to it, which is because that's literally the only thing up until now that has kept you away from this person. You being angry is what's allowing you to stay away from them, okay? So I see why you're relying on it, but whenever you get comfortable with setting boundaries, whenever you get comfortable with keeping yourself away from people who don't really deserve to be in your energy, okay? When you get comfortable with doing it while you're angry, after a while, you won't need that anger anymore. You won't have to rely on these bad experiences anymore, okay? You'll just be able to rely on yourself and your intuition, because what if you get rid of that, your intuition tells you that this is actually a legit offer, okay? What if your intuition tells you that this is different from how it used to be? You won't be able to tap into your true intuition if you're still clouded by, the past, okay? So there's like benefits and there's also a drawback to you holding your grudges. Your grudges and your anger, it has allowed you to put down boundaries. It allowed you to say no. It allowed you to, remove yourself from a toxic situation, which, good job. But how long are you going to hold on to that anger, Aries? How long are you going to rely on these bad memories to keep you away from this person, okay? And when will you start to rely on just your own intuition instead of having to rely on your anger, okay? Because your anger is not the only thing that can keep you away from this person. So can your intuition. If your intuition is telling you, like, you can be at peace, but your intuition tell you, like, hey, I probably need to stay away from this person because I'm trying to maintain my happiness, okay? You don't have to be angry to protect yourself anymore, Aries. You don't have to remind yourself of these many bad memories anymore, okay? All you have to do is allow yourself to be back happy. Allow yourself to go back to how you used to be, okay? Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Allow yourself to be back to who you are, okay? And if this does not feel aligned with you, you'll know what to do. But if it just so happens to feel right, Aries, if it just so happens to feel different this go around than it did before, okay? Also follow your intuition with that, okay? That'll let you know if you should take this offer or not. But right now, your judgment is a little clouded because you're operating from anger. And you're operating from your anger because you kind of feel like that's the only thing that will keep you intact, okay? But I'm here to tell you, Aries, your anger is not the only thing that can keep you intact. Your intuition can keep you intact. Discipline can keep you intact. Knowing if something is right and if it feels right or not, that keeps you intact. If something feels right, okay, I'll go for it. If it doesn't feel right, I shy away from it, okay? You don't have to be angry to decide that, Aries. You don't have to rely on past experiences to make this decision, okay? So whenever you feel comfortable enough in what your anger has taught you so far about boundaries, about saying no, about respecting yourself, once you get comfortable with what it has taught you and you're able to apply that knowledge and wisdom on your own without your anger, okay, then you will be able to let go of this anger and these grudges and these past memories, all of that, okay? And you can tell your anger, like, thank you for protecting me. Thank you for kicking in. Because without you, I would have stayed with this person, okay? But anger is not an emotion that we really want to have a close bond with, okay? Anger is one of those relatives that you just, you see at the family functions, you say, hey, y'all go y'all separate ways, okay? Anger is not an emotion you want to really stick around for a long time, okay? And for some of you Aries, you may have gotten comfortable with your anger. And don't feel bad about it, we all have, okay? So, yeah, that's all that I have for you, Aries, in this reading. I hope that this reading gave you guys clarity and comforted you. And, I just want to let you know that how you feel is absolutely normal. I understand exactly why you feel how you feel, okay? And trust me, I've been through this. Actually, I'm coming out of this. I literally just got done talking to myself in the mirror and telling my anger, like, thank you, okay? Thank you. But I got it from here. Okay, so yeah, Aries, I pray that this really helps you guys out, okay? And know that you're not alone, and know that I love you so dearly, okay? And yeah, that's all that I have for you guys, okay? Until next time, toodles.